All right, guys, so DM groups, okay? What are DM groups and how do you use them for your favor? And welcome to the engagement boosting section. DM groups work really well for growth on a viral page. On a personal page, not so much. It's more for overall engagement boosting. And if you have really good content, it can push it further, but it's kind of that thing, it's not the focal point of growth, whereas the viral pages is a focal point. For personal brands, DM groups are kind of an add-on. It's kind of like a cherry on a cake type of thing. So a DM group is basically a group of people in a group chat that come together and they engage on people's content. That's all it is. DM group is just a fancy word for group chat. Instagram allows you to have 32 people in a DM group. So ideally you want to pack this thing up with 32 people. You send a post into the DM group, they engage. When you send a post into the DM group, everybody else engages. When someone else sends a post into the DM group, you go ahead and engage. And engagement in the form of likes, in the form of comments. And again, what this does is it takes all this engagement into Instagram's algorithm and it allows you to go ahead and start to rank for hashtags and explore page. Now, as a personal brand, are you probably gonna rank on the explore page? Unless you have viral content, probably not. But what this is gonna do is it's gonna raise your engagement so more of your follower base sees it. Because Instagram's algorithm kind of works as, it's gonna show your content to a certain portion of your user base, and if that portion engages on it well and engages on it quickly, then they'll go ahead and start to show it to more and more people. So by using DM groups, you can get to more of your audience.
Yep.
So now Leo's gonna kind of go ahead of how do you actually go ahead and form a DM group? How do you find accounts to join a DM group?
Yeah. Okay, so essentially what you want to be doing is you want to be finding other influencers who are in your niche, right? And you want to create a group chat between you all. And when you post, essentially what you're going to be doing when you reach out to them is saying, okay, so I've created a DM group with very high quality, active, engaged people, and would you be interested in participating, right? Some people won't know what a DM group is, and that's your chance to actually teach them. And some of the people that do, you get them in the group chat and then you start to get things rolling. Maybe have some rules in the group chat as well. I remember when I first started one of my pages, I created a rule that you have to post at 3 specific times every single day. I believe it was 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. EST. And that meant that everyone was on at the same time and everyone was liking and commenting on each other's pictures, and it was like, it was so powerful, It was super engaged, and when you have rules like that, it brings in high quality people, and let's say, for example, the first DM group isn't of best quality and some people are unengaged and stuff like that, then you can take all the people who are super well engaged and add them into the level up version. In fact, this is exactly what I did. I said there were different levels. There was a bronze level, silver level, gold level, and I said in the gold level is where the most active, most engaged, highest pages will be allowed to get hit. So people are super motivated to just get in at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. to do their round in the DM group. So definitely think about using this strategy. It's unsaid, no one has ever done this before, so definitely go ahead and feel free to use it for yourself. So when you're in the DM group, just pretty much post at the same time, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else.
Instead of the higher quality DM group, if you don't have the time, if they don't have the time to commit to a certain time, would you still recommend using a normal DM group where you just kind of post in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is just a cool idea that I came up with once upon a time, but normal engagement groups are perfect, as long as you have high quality people who don't just disappear for a month, because that's pretty much a dead user.
Right.
So make sure it's high quality, make sure it's active, and if it's not, then you move all the active to the next engagement group, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to say.
I definitely agree. Since this is it's more for engagement boosting, you'd rather have 10 people who are super motivated and are actually engaging to boost the engagement.
32 people who are just on and off.
Right, and then you never know where the engagement's going to come from. Better off taking this route. So that is DM groups, guys, and that is a really easy way to go ahead and bump up your engagement, maybe rank on some hashtags and get a few more followers.